Good morning. Well, that was an excellent weekend. Hope you made as much money as I did. Let's look at yesterday's matches. Not much doing in the Premier League. It's all rather obvious. But we did lay Wolves a bit later on, given Sheffield United had scored 2 goals in each of the last 2 away matches. And they had about, 10 shots on goal, 4 of them on target. Well worth laying Wolves. It was very small liability, about £4 or £5. So nothing to worry about. But with a reason. While it's still 1-0, 70th minute, it was well worth the effort. Considering on Saturday, all of the relegation threatened sides, particularly in the English Championship, eked out those important wins. And of course the Blades in desperate need of points because they're pretty much down, you would suspect. In the Bundesliga, well, I missed out on a Dortmund equaliser and a lead by half-time after the Hoff scored first. The problem with the Hoff is you don't know which Hoff turns up, as you saw yesterday. They got the win against Dortmund. You could have got the Desmond. You could have laid the 2-2 late on. Ideally, we should have taken on the first Hoffenheim opening goal. In Italian Serie A brand new technique, which I showed you in the live stream. And if you want to see new ideas and more profitable angles, come to these live streams on YouTube. They are excellent. You can also watch them again. So if you missed yesterday's, do pop along, have a look. Make sure you're subscribed to @FootballTradingProfits. Let me see if I can find it. And then go and have a look under the live section. You can have a look at yesterday. It's a very good tool for learning. Yesterday's live chat, 2.5 hours of excellent content and good profits. Really enjoyed it. But not many attendees, which is a real pity. Something I'd like to ask you about, if you're willing to reply. Why aren't you coming to these live chats? It's a simple question. I don't understand. It's excellent stuff. Plenty of green screens yesterday, as I'll show you over the coming week. Into Italian Serie A. Well, Juve, very late goal. We got the winner there. Cagliari and Napoli. Well, we should have laid the 0-0 second half, or the draw at least. Napoli scoring first would have got you a nice trade there, but very sloppy. This is another one, like Sheffield United, Cagliari in desperate need of points, getting a crucial draw. They needed the win, though, really. Both sides needed the win yesterday for different reasons. Napoli trying to break into the top 6, Cagliari trying to break out of the bottom 3. Inter Milan were just emphatic. Really superb performance from the league leaders. AC Milan and Atalanta, well, I'm afraid I was fast asleep by then. Who scored first? If it was Atalanta, I would have taken them on. But no, it was AC Milan. Look at that, a penalty for Coupe Miners. In the Eredivisie, anything yesterday? Another 0-0 at half-time in a 1.2, the favourite match. You could do 0-3, 1-3, any other away score. But 2 very late goals for Feyenoord. And Paul Dunwoody gave us a good reason, I think, for Feyenoord's underperformance post-European club competition. That was, I think, the reason for the laboured performance yesterday. Remember, we were expecting 3+ goals here. We were expecting a goal before half-time, etc. AZ Alkmaar and Ajax. Too much of a derby-style match, this, for me. The signing of Jordan Henderson. Ajax have turned into a Sunday League pub team. Awful. Been messing around recently against Heerenveen, Bodo Glimt, and now AZ Alkmaar. The market getting AZ Alkmaar correct yesterday. Spanish La Liga. Well, I did take on Celta Vigo because this is 17th against 18th, and therefore a big need for points. But Celta Vigo did make it 0-2. Had I stuck with my trade, I would have actually profited with a very late Cadiz equaliser. Desperate need for points. Betis and Atletico Bilbao, these two are in far too good form for me to take on any lead. Both sides only 4 defeats all season. Make that 5 for Atletico Bilbao now. So I wouldn't have taken on a Betis lead at all. Las Palmas Osasuna, no strong play there. Real Madrid just about getting the best of Sevilla. Not quite what you expect of a 1.29 shot, but I did think that the odds were far too short. Took the mighty Luka Modric to get through. Remember, Sevilla got a 1-0 win against Atletico Bilbao recently, continuing that good performance against Real Madrid. Anything else? Let's have a look. Nothing much doing in the Austrian Bundesliga yesterday. In the Jupiler League, no, Union Saint-Gilloise very strong. Cercle Brugge very strong. 0-0 at half time. Might have been layable second half with a 1.65 favourite away from home. Lots of Brazilian football there yesterday. CSK Sevilla. Well, we're going to go to Slavia Prague in the Czech Republic if we can get there, because that was an excellent play yesterday. This is a gentle reminder to you. 1.10 favourites. What are we expecting? We're expecting a 3-0, 3-1, any other home score. So if it's 0-0 at half time, I showed you in the live stream, 3-0, 3-1, any other home score. As soon as you get to 3-0, we've got every single angle covered. We've got the next team to score covered. If Slavia Prague score, you're locking in profit on any other goals, any other home score, unless Pardubice make it 3-4, but that's highly unlikely. Very good play there yesterday. Don't forget the relationship between short odds and expected goals. Really good stuff. So it's an excellent weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Thank you very much for those who did come to the live stream. It would be nice to see a lot more of you. I don't know why you don't turn up. If you're interested in football trading, Saturday and Sunday are the key days for making money. It's as simple as that. It only takes an afternoon. Even on a Saturday, you can just operate from 2:30 to 5 o'clock and be done. Still get out of there with a potential 3-figure plus profit for very reasonable stakes. On to today though, Monday, day off, and it looks like it's a coupon to take a day off. It's a London derby, 2.5 the favourite, both teams in woeful form of late, but are slightly favouring West Ham here, just on their seasonal form. Only one defeat for West Ham, I believe, against 6th and lower, and they're playing 15th today. So their recent defeats, 3 consecutive defeats, have come against, it looks like, big sides. All defeats bar one for Brentford against the top 9, and they're playing 10th today. They look in poor form. No draw in 18 matches for Brentford either. So you're looking at either a home win or an away win, and on seasonal form, home win. But it is a London derby. It's a match with all sorts of trouble. So be very, very careful with that one. 2.45 the favourite. Remember, the market gives clues. Moving on down, Girona and Rayo Vallecano. This is an opportunity for Girona to get back to winning ways after 2 consecutive away defeats, 2 of only 3 defeats all season. Rayo Vallecano, no win away against the top 6. Don't tend to score that second goal against the top 8. So we would be expecting Girona to do something today, get back to winning ways at home. 5 0-0s at half-time at home, only 1 at full-time. So take on any 0-0 at half-time or draw at half-time. Roma against Torino. We're only looking at Roma's form under Daniele De Rossi, the new manager, and it is pretty good. 4 wins in 5 matches. They only defeat against first place Inter Milan, and Roma did lead in that match. They actually scored 2 goals. 7 0-0s at half-time away, only 2 at full-time for Torino. Torino's strength is their defence. Only 3 defeats since the 28th of October, but importantly, all defeats against the top 8. And that's going to be worrying for them today, playing a top 8 side in Roma. Got to be favouring Roma under Daniele De Rossi, but do respect Torino's ability to keep it tight. 3 defeats since the 20th of October is quite some achievement, but they still lose against the top 8. Fiorentina against Lazio, 2.25 the favourite. Only 1 loss in 7 for Fiorentina. No 0-0 at half time in the last 7 matches. They've conceded in the last 7 matches as well. They've scored in the last 7 away, have Lazio. I would be slightly favouring Lazio here on 4 wins in 5 away matches, not consecutive, but 4 wins in 5 away. 4 of Lazio's 6 away defeats have come against the top 5 as well. They're playing 8th today. So I would disagree with the market here, although 2.25 the favourite is not a strong favourite at all. I would be looking at Lazio to continue their excellent away form. They have been a little distracted by the Champions League. That's the only Achilles heel for them today. So a couple of readable matches, but the Premier League match is very untrustworthy. The Eerste Divisie, you're expecting goals today in the Netherlands. Turkish Super League, Galatasaray, your usual odds-on favourites. So a couple of other matches of interest. Danish Super League, FC Copenhagen normally perform well, particularly at home. FA Cup, Coventry got that defeat against Preston at the weekend. Now this could be the reason for that defeat against Preston. Is it? I'm not too sure. Surely the priority for Coventry is promotion, not an FA Cup run. But they're playing Maidstone at 7:45. Looks a rather obvious play. Professional Development League and Premier League 2, normally goal fest material. Do check the head-to-heads and the team's recent performances, and you'll see whether they deserve the goals. Moving on down, French Ligue 2. Not really appealing today. Israeli Liga Ha'al, 2 evens for Maccabi B'nai Reina. I don't know them too well. I tend to just look at Tel Aviv and Hapoel Beersheva really as 2 of the strong sides. Polish Ekstraklasa, 2.45 the favourite. We'll give that a miss. Braga, normally full of goals, but they're 1.73 today against Boavista. Good side, Braga, and don't forget the league is very tradable and researchable at soccerstats.com. Swedish Cup, odds-on favourites have just tended to oblige in this competition. You had Djurgården yesterday. You've got Häcken today, Hammarby and Bromma. And don't forget, this is prior to the beginning of the season. So I think these sides will embrace these matches as a getting competitive match under the belt. So you could see some trading angle there if there's enough liquidity. Well, have a great day today. It's my day off. I gave you some brilliant trades over Saturday and Sunday. Thanks very much again to all of you who have attended the live streams. They are available for you, not Taylor Swift, but here at Football Trading Profits YouTube channel. You've got a whole raft of these live streams now. If you've got some time, please check them out because there's plenty of stuff to learn here. Better to attend, of course. Have a great Monday. Let's have a look what's upcoming tomorrow. Looks like it's another cup week. We've got the Dutch Cup beginning. So it looks as if we might be plagued by the cup this week, which means it's going to be a quiet one for me. Croatian Cup, Czech Cup, English League 1, English League 2. I love these leagues. I'm not going to research them, so heads up for that. No point researching these leagues. They are to be reacted to in play. I might be up for this one for you. Do like these English League 1, English League 2, particularly since Christmas they've been excellent. FA Cup as well so it's a predominantly cup feel to this week, it looks like. No Champions League, but we've got Italian Serie A coming back on Wednesday. Napoli, another tough encounter. Inter Milan, cruising. Really cruising. And again, cup matches throughout Europe. That seems to be the prevailing pattern. Greek Super League was excellent yesterday. All of the top 4 are back in action. Panathinaikos, PAOK Thessaloniki, AEK Athens, Olympiakos. It's going to be a very exciting title race in the Greek Super League. We got 2 trades out of Olympiakos and PAOK yesterday, coming from behind to get the win. All of these sides really going for it. Qualified already for the Super League. I don't know what the Super League is. Is that a new competition? But there's a good title race on hand, isn't it? 4 of these teams on 50 points. So plenty to look forward to. I probably won't be researching the Greek Super League. It's not worth researching. It's better to react in play and to trust these title contenders to continue delivering, which they have done, and they gave us some really good trades yesterday. So have a great Monday, and I'll see you again tomorrow.